Elden Ring's new patch update has altered a number of key items, bringing an end to speedrunning for now. We'll go over some other major updates to Elden Ring, and Supermassive Games has revealed Until Dawn's spiritual successor called the Quarry. This is your Daily Fix. Elden Ring's 1.0.3 patch has been released, and it came with nerfs to key items used for speedruns. Previously powerful items like the Ice Rhine Hatchet and Mimic Tear Spirit Ashes have sparked speedrunners to lament and foster new ways to beat the game quickly. Currently, Distortion2, who holds the speedrun world record for Elden Ring at 28 minutes and 41 seconds, took to Twitter in response to the nerf of Hoarfrost Stomp in both damage and increased cast time with the simple tweet of RIP Elden Ring speedruns. Popular YouTuber Cyro released a video explaining changes in the Elden Ring Update 1.0.3 patch, with the Hoarfrost Stomp being a necessary change due to its OP damage previously negatively affecting the PvP experience, but now hurting speedrunners in the process. This isn't to say it will be impossible to beat Distortion2's speedrun record, but it does mean speedrunner strategies will have to change. For example, From Software's other title, Dark Souls, had its speedrun world record set last year over a decade after its release. So have faith! It'll be pretty epic to see what creative ways speedrunners will use as methods to beat Distortion's world record. Oh, and if you're a speedrunner attempting to do this, feel free to comment below and let us know. We'd love to see your stuff. Now on to the changes. Elden Ring received a major patch update across all platforms, fixing bugs and adding new content to the game. Additions to the game include a new NPC used to summon boss fights and new phases to NPC questlines for Dialos, Nephili Lu, Kenneth Height, and Gatekeeper Gostok. The new NPC Jar Baron, a small living jar, can now be found sitting on steps north of Jarburg, so make sure to pay it a visit and say hello. In addition, a new feature that was much requested has been added to the map, making it easier to keep track of where NPCs are located. This also includes nomadic merchants now having their own icon on the map. Weapons are now easier to upgrade early game, with the drop rates of smithing stones increased and upgrade materials added to certain shops. Speaking of weapons, a number of weapons and items have been balanced, including increased damage to spark aromatic and poison spray mist, while decreasing damage for items like Ash of War Hoarfrost and damage from summoned spirit when using Mimic Tear Ash. If you're a sorcerer, however, things are looking good as FP consumption has been reduced, with damage increasing for skills like Glitstone, Comet Shard, Comet, and Night Comet. In addition, over 10 skills have been updated with decreased FP consumption, like Gavel of Haima, Carrion Piercer, and Carrion Greatsword. With multiple fixes, weapons, and skill changes, it's worth taking a look at the Elden Ring 1.0.3 patch update just to be prepared for the worst and best in the lands between. And lastly, Supermassive Games revealed the Quarry, a spiritual successor to Until Dawn, releasing June 10th. The Quarry, a teen slasher horror game where players control 9 different characters trying to survive the night at summer camp. Reminiscent of Until Dawn, players will make decisions that affect who lives and who dies. The star-studded cast features notable faces like David Arquette from Scream, Evan Evagora from Star Trek Picard, Halston Sage from X-Men Dark Phoenix, Ariel Winter from Modern Family, and Lin Shaye from A Nightmare on Elm Street. Director Will Bynes disclosed to IGN of 10 to 12 different potential deaths for each character, with Supermassive promising to bring groundbreaking interactive storytelling during the unpredictable night of horror. Of course, it's not a Supermassive game without a bit of flirting, relationship building, and intense player choices, with estimated playthrough of a game lasting about 10 hours. Bynes mentioned the Quarry will be very replayable, as each playthrough gives players a different card depicting a character conclusion. With over 187 collectible cards in total, the Quarry seems like a completionist's dream to explore. And if you don't want to explore alone, the game can also be played cooperatively local or online, with one player chosen as the counselor controlling the outcome of the playthrough. The game also features accessibility options, allowing players a completely customizable experience. The Quarry will see our favorite actors die in horrible ways on PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series, and One, and PC this summer. And that was your Games Fix for today, March 17th. Download the IGN app on all your devices, follow Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for everything else, head on over to IGN.com. I'm Narz, and remember to always stay fabulous.